Another Sunday, another horrible loss for the Philadelphia Eagles, but there is some excitement in Philadelphia. Is there a quarterback controversy, Carson Wentz or Jalen Hurts? I'll tell you which one I think should be the starting quarterback going forward, and we'll also talk a little bit about this absolutely frustrating game and this absolutely awful season that has been 2020. That's all coming up next. They got to do something.
Previously,
not only
on Eagles News Now.
Try to win the game, but to protect Carson Wentz as well. If he's absolutely getting destroyed in there, if you're up to 50 sacks by halftime, yeah, something's got to give, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Eagles News Now podcast. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live from bar 4133, and yesterday marked the Eagles' 8th loss of the season. Yeah, hard to believe. 8th loss of the season. This one coming against Green Bay in Lambeau Field. No big surprise here, as the Eagles were already 9-point underdogs coming into the game, and they played absolutely like 9-point underdogs for most of the game at least. You know, the game started out pretty good, right? They go down the field, get 3 points, they stop Green Bay, get back on the field, and then get nothing. And then after that, it's just the same Eagles that we've seen all season long. Defense was absolutely atrocious. I've beat my head on the table with the fact that they shouldn't have Avonte Maddox as an outside corner. He's a slot corner. He showed why as he was beat over and over again. Linebackers are still terrible in coverage. Touchdown passes thrown by at least the 2 by Aaron Rodgers. He did have 3, but 2 of them were to wide open wide receivers. Devontae Adams had a field day as always, and it was a pretty easy win for the Packers for the most part until the third quarter. And here's where it all changed, and here's where I think that they made the choice to move on from Carson Wentz in that game at least. And that's when Carson Wentz throws to a wide open Dallas Goedert. The DB had slipped and fell as Goedert had beaten him already. And Goedert had to turn around for the ball like he was fielding a punt, to where if it was thrown where it should have been, he would have been gone and into the end zone. After that, I think that's when the decision was made to sit Carson Wentz and finally put in Jalen Hurts as he comes into the game. And look, I'm a Carson Wentz guy. Everybody knows it. I say it every video because, you know, it's hard for me to believe that he's playing so poorly, but he is not playing like a starting quarterback in the NFL. Carson Wentz is playing like his numbers say he is. He's playing like the worst quarterback in the league, and there are so many different reasons for that. This video would be 2 hours long, maybe more if we went into all that. But the fact of the matter is that when he's on the field, things are not getting done. Wide receivers aren't getting open. He's getting sacked multiple times a game. As I said in the preview video, if they hit 50 sacks for the season in this game, he should sit down for his own health. He is getting destroyed on the field, and you can tell he gets in there. He's not poised at all. He doesn't look confident at all. As soon as his first read doesn't check out, he looks frantic, and that's where these sacks come from. That's where holding the ball comes from. He's not confident at all. Look, I think Carson Wentz is going to be a good quarterback in this league. I don't think he's done by any stretch of the imagination. Hell, he might not be done this year. But as far as this 2020 season goes, he is just playing absolutely horrible. He's everybody that said anything bad about him throughout the years, he's proving right, at least this season. And look, the offensive line cannot go without blame for this. They played absolutely horrible yesterday, at least the right side of the offensive line where Jason Peters was a guard. Jason Peters should not be playing football anymore. He just should not be. He should be retired, and he should not be playing football. He doesn't block guys. Sometimes he absolutely gives up after a little while. The left side, on the other hand, Jordan Mailata was ranked, I think, number 2 offensive lineman by Pro Football Focus. He's been playing great. He should have been playing the entire year. But for whatever reason, easy for me to say, Doug Peterson, Jeffrey Lurie, and Harry Roseman absolutely just love Jason Peters. And look, yes, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day at left tackle, most likely. But look, I mean, I love a lot of guys. You know, I love T.O., but look, I'm not going to ask T.O., even though he might be better than some of the wide receivers we have. But just because they were good back then does not mean you have to keep on paying them money to play now when they obviously can't play. That's my point. So let's go to what everyone wants to talk about, Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz. When Jalen Hurts got in there, there were some things that I noticed, and I know a lot of Jalen's doubters will say he was playing against a prevent defense. The Packers were already up, I think, 23-3 at that point, so they kind of let their guard off defensively at least. And look, I kind of have to agree to disagree. Yes, they were in a prevent defense, but one of the things that first of all, they didn't let off. He was getting blitzed. If you notice on that, and I'll show you later on in the week, some of the Brian Baldinger stuff, but there were times when he was being blitzed, had to get away from the blitz and still make throws, which he did. One of the things I thought was that really impressed me about Jalen Hurts was his poise in the pocket. Look, when things broke down, he took off. There was no hesitation. As you saw with Carson Wentz, the guy didn't hesitate at all. He made his reads. He threw the ball. The ball came out quick like it should. I was at 4th and 18, he throws his first touchdown pass, which was, he had to escape the pocket. Now, look, yes, Doug Peterson's called some rollouts for him, which he should have been doing for Carson Wentz. Again, that's another story for another video. But look, Jalen did not look at all scared or nervous about being in that situation. He looked like he had been in that situation before and really did not look like a rookie. Now, he did throw an interception, obviously. Look, his hand was hit again. Poor offensive line play, but for the most part, it was excitement, and the team changed. You saw Jalen Reagor. Finally, he's back returning punts, which he did in college, but for whatever reason, the Eagles wouldn't use him for until now. He runs back the punt and gets a touchdown. The Eagles get in striking distance to maybe tie this football game, and the defense lets up their worst play of the game, which there were so many, but this one where Aaron Jones absolutely destroys the defense for a 77-yard touchdown run. Game was over at that point. But look, the question now is who starts going forward? As much as I love Carson Wentz, and I think that he's not finished as a football player, I still think he has a chance to be a really special player in this league. You have to start Jalen Hurts. You have to start Jalen for a bunch of reasons. I'll go over a couple. First off, he adds that spark. He absolutely adds that spark to the team. It's something different. These guys look like just from that couple series that I saw, look like they're more in tune, in focus when he's in the game. To me, the biggest reason why he's got to be on the field is because the offensive line sucks. And Jalen Hurts is fast, and he can get away from the pressure. Carson Wentz cannot get away from the pressure anymore. He just cannot do it. Jalen Hurts, as soon as stuff breaks down, he's going to take off. There's no question in his mind. He's gone. And that's what the Eagles need right now, going up against a Saints defense, top 5 defense in the league with a monstrous defensive line. It's probably going to get bad for Jalen in some instances, but I'm sure he can get away from that pressure better than Carson Wentz can. And then also, look, it's time people get held accountable, and Carson Wentz has played like garbage, and it's time he gets held accountable for that and sits the bench, even if it's for a game or two. It's time to see what Jalen Hurts can do, and I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. And I really think that you're going to see a different offense. Doug Peterson, for whatever reason, when backups come in the game, he changes the offense to their needs, like he probably should do for Carson to begin with, and things change, and the offense is different. When Jalen Hurts was in the game, the offense looked faster, and it looked like an offense. When Carson Wentz is in the game, it seems like the same old slow offense. Look, how we've been begging for Jalen Reagor to catch a deep ball. Jalen Hurts gets in the game, and 2 plays later, he catches a 34-yard pass. Look, guys, this isn't, and again, prevent defense or not, the guy had touch on the ball, he threw accurately, and he did not look frantic or worried or like a rookie quarterback. So I'm going Jalen Hurts, and again, nothing against Carson Wentz. I still love the guy. I still think he's going to be good in this league, but for right now, the Eagles have to go for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts gives the team a better chance to win football games. So I will be speaking about this more this week, I'm sure, but that's just my first take on it. Guys, stay safe out there. Stay healthy. Go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.